This shrinkflation stuff is getting out of control, okay? If there's one thing in this world that I know, it's what a goddamn Big Mac looks like. Are you kidding me? Let's look at the bun to meat ratio. And it's just not a one-off problem. It's on the bottom one too. That is despicable. This is officially
companies have done this a lot, and you notice it in like everything in the grocery store. Bags of chips are smaller for the same price. Clearly here at McDonald's, the ground beef you're getting for the same price, less ground beef, burger patty, everywhere you could think of. Things are smaller portions, yet they outprice you.
a call to arms. I can't do this anymore.
I'm in the McDonald's parking lot, and I have to vent, because I don't know when this happened. I'm gonna Google it when I'm done. Drove all the way over here, kids are at school, I'm gonna go thrift shopping. Let me go get myself a little breakfast. Let me go get myself a large, delicious Coke for $1. They're not $1 anymore. This is what you get for $1, a small. When did they take it away? And hash browns? Hash browns are $3.09, unless you have the app and you wanna waste your code and get them for $1. What the fuck? I'm 36 years old. I have been dedicated to McDonald's my entire life. And you're gonna take away my $1 large Coke? You know how many moms drive all the way over here just to get a large, big ass Coke, Diet Coke, Sprite for $1 and now it's gone? Quit playing, McDonald's, you're tripping. You better bring back the Halloween buckets if this is what you're gonna do.
Another McDonald's? Anyway, about that. $1 for a small itty bitty Coke. They used to be much bigger. I get it, right? I mean, there's some things I agree with, some things I don't. Like you, lady, if you dedicate to McDonald's your entire life, that's not a good thing. That's not good for your health. I'm sorry to say it. It's not, and you shouldn't be drinking Cokes. You should just opt into water. Water is much cheaper and it's much healthier for you. You should not be drinking a high fructose corn syrup on a daily or often. Very seldom, if anything. But yeah, I mean, things are getting expensive besides that. And I get she was going on with the single mom thing. Like, I get it. It sucks prepping, cooking, and cleaning dishes. It's just easier to go to McDonald's and just feed the kids on a cheap, right? But she didn't even go that far. She's complaining about single moms drinking the delicious $1 Cokes. Like, it's hard to side with you there. You don't need the Coke, lady. Let it go. And of course, there's another video about McDonald's. So this is a streak on McDonald's.
Okay, a little bit of a shock. They told me this is now $1.10, right? I remember when they used to be 30 cents, right? But apparently the chocolate one is an extra 30 cents on top of the normal 80 cents. So this thing is now $1.10. What do you guys think about that?
So it's been a while since I eaten at McDonald's. I really don't eat McDonald's. But I remember as a kid getting like 39-cent cones at McDonald's, and I didn't know apparently that it cost extra for chocolate. That's unfortunate. You get a little bit of ice cream for $1. It's unfortunate, but I'm pretty sure ice cream's still cheaper at the grocery store if you buy the gallon, right? But I get it. Ice cream in and out, right? Just get, not the actual restaurant, but go get a quick snack and leave and go about your day.
Better listen up, because I almost exploded in Walmart. When I saw the price of eggs, I got so mad, I couldn't control myself. It was $6.22 for 18-pack last time I was there. Now it's like $7.80. They just increase the prices every single week. I was so mad until I noticed that the 12-pack of eggs was actually cheaper. Thankfully, because I was about ready to tear up Walmart. You have no idea. You do not mess with a bodybuilder and his eggs. You do not mess with that. Not even funny. Not even funny.
Good morning and
I mean, it's unfortunate that eggs went up out of nowhere, right? That was just weird because eggs should not be expensive. They really aren't. There's so many chickens, an abundance of eggs. They lay eggs every single day. And for some reason, we have this weird situation with eggs where they just shot up the price and now they're slowly getting back down. They don't have to drop the prices down right away, but they're slowly doing it, competing. And this is, unfortunately, it's one of those things where you have to shop around for the best deals for eggs. If eggs is something you seriously need, you don't have to commit to one store. You don't always have to go to Walmart. Look at your local grocery stores. Look at other places. I mean, you have the internet in front of you. It's in your hand every day as you scroll. Look where has the best prices for eggs. And then when people do that enough, go to different locations instead of being loyal to one store, those stores will drop the prices. Otherwise, they know you're going to spend it. They know you're going to spend the money for eggs at a high cost because you're not willing to check other stores.
Welcome to another vent story time. So I get up, check my emails, it's chill, cute, and casual. Guess whose rent is going up for the second time this year? This bitch. It went up the first time in June, as in 2 months ago. So this year total, it went from $1,200, so $1,250, to $1,800. Gagged again! And the kicker of this whole situation is I need to give a 60-day notice to leave this place, otherwise you get a fee if you break the lease, right? And they sent this notice 70 days before the rent increases. So I've got 10 days to figure out whether I'm going to stay or sign up more for $1,800 a goddamn month, move out of state, which I've been thinking about doing in spring anyways, but now I'm rushed, or get a roomie or move somewhere in Fargo, which I don't want to do because my whole moving thing was going to be for out of state. Thank you for coming to my event. I love life. I love it.
Rent is a huge problem in America right now. The increase of rent, it's not gradual. It's just like, boom, out of nowhere, an extra $400, $500, $600, even $1,000 increase a month on rent. It's frustrating. It's like, dude, I've been living here for so long. Now I gotta find another place, relocate. If I want something at a price that I can afford, it's much farther away from work where I have to go. And everyone's telling me to go back to the office. Now gas is going to cost me more, and the maintenance of my car is going to cost me more. Or I just stay at my current location and just bite it. And there's nothing you can do about it, right? Just powerless. It's frustrating. I mean, they gave her, 60-day notice? It's not bad, but they told her you have 10 days to decide. I mean, that's a little annoying, right? 10 days to figure it out. Because, my last place, apparently it's supposed to be 45 days. It would contact me. 45 days when the lease officially expires, they'll contact me if I want to renew. It took them until day 25 to ask me, hey, do you want to renew? You have about a week to figure it out. But I get it. The whole rent situation, I mean, don't get me wrong. I side with her. I understand that frustration. It sucks. That one really sucks.
I just want to know if you are also watching the things that you used to subconsciously classify in your head as around $5 become around $10. I think context is important. So basically anything that...
Like Subway footlongs, right? Remember there used to be $5, not anymore.
It's between $3.50 until $6.49 in my head, I think is around $5 in terms of what comes out of my bank account. And anything from $6.50 to $13 is around $10. For example, a latte in my head has always been around $5, but in reality, it used to be $6.20 and now it's $7.80. So
even $5 was a lot. I don't understand why people have a need to spend so much money on coffee. Even $5 is a lot, but she's venting about from $5 to $7.20. Yeah, $7.20 is a lot. You don't need the damn coffee every day. I'm sorry, I can't side with you on this. I can't. You can get a huge bag of Starbucks beans. You have Starbucks at Costco for about $25, and that's going to make you more than a month's worth of coffee. And you can do what Starbucks does. Add 40, 50 grams of sugar. Just add all the damn sugar you want. Boom, you got your Starbucks with whatever creamer or milk, whatever they use. And it costs less than $1 a cup a day. So I can't side with people when they complain about how everything's expensive, yet they're buying coffee at $7-8 a cup each day. I just can't.
Oh, it's actually reached the around $10 threshold. Or a birthday card in my head used to be around $5, $3 to maybe $6. But now birthday cards are $12, maybe sometimes even $16 for a real nice one from Papyrus or whatever you want to call it. That's not even the $10 threshold. That's the $20 threshold. Anyway.
Birthday cards. Who really cares about birthday cards? And by the way, Dollar Tree, they still sell them for $1. Birthday cards. You don't have to spend $5-6 at Target for a birthday card. I don't know where you're getting $12. What the hell? But why spend so much money on a birthday card when the person who receiving the birthday card is going to throw it away Why? They're not going to hold on to their card and cherish it unless it's a very, very, very special card. But birthday card, I don't think I've saved any of my birthday cards. Anyone here want to mention in the comments that you saved your birthday cards?
The moral of the story is that my brain has not caught up with the fact that things I used to think were only $5 coming out of my bank account is now like $10 coming out of my bank account. Let me know if you're also having the same problem.
I don't think I'm having the same problem. I'm just much more aware of like my spending. And I think you need to be. And I think it's because I'm constantly checking my statements. Like I can just go on my phone on the app and see where I stand, like how much money I recently spent. I feel like a lot of people are too scared to look at the bank statements. Because I know when I was younger, I was too scared. Because you know you're going to be broke later. But if you just get in the habit of like constantly monitoring and constantly auditing your spending, you won't buy crap anymore. So this lady, I'm sorry, I'm not. This video isn't about agreeing with people or disagreeing, but I guess it is. But like I can't agree with this lady.
So obviously inflation is inflationing right now, and I just can't believe what I saw. I am not somebody to know much about cars. I just know I like being in nice ones. That's about it. So I went to go get a oil change. I lied. I went to go get a car wash. I just need an oil change. And typically car washes are $5 to max $7.99, $6.99. You know what I mean? Nope. Not over here. Not over here. It was a full $10 for a basic wash. I remember the days when I would get quarters to wash my car. $2 minimum, max, barely $2.50, $3, and I'm good. Now, obviously, these are the ones that, you do yourself, but, those aren't really around me right now. But the way I just couldn't believe $10 for a basic car wash. I know some people that would just be like, I ain't doing that.
I'm really starting to get annoyed.
I mean, yeah, car washes are expensive. They suck, right? Basic. She's talking about basic, right? And how they're expensive they are. And yeah, out of control. I'd say clean it. I mean, you should take time to clean the car at your house. But that's assuming she has a house, a garage, whatnot. People live at apartments. And they don't really allow that unless they have a dedicated space for car washes. It'd be cheaper that way, but I guess some people are too good to wash their own cars, right? Or clean their own cars. They'd rather go through the drive-through. But hey man, there's things you have to adjust, right? I'm adjusting too. But the cost of living keeps going up. I just see the thing about cost of living, but everything's costing much more money. The car washes, I mean, it's really a frivolous thing, honestly. And I think what would help you a lot, I mean, wash a car. I mean, you really only need it, like, if it's not raining often, like once a month, and get a duster to just wipe off the dust on your car and it still looks great. But there's other alternatives, right?
With this cost of living shit. And this is another rant. And as I said, I don't usually do these often, but I feel like they're going to start becoming a weekly, if not a daily experience. I got an email today that said from Optus that my bill was going up $4 to mitigate the cost of living. I'm sorry, my phone bill is going up $4? How exactly are you impacted by the cost of living? Because we sure as shit know that your staff aren't getting a wage raise to be in line with inflation. So can you please explain to me what is, and to sweeten the deal, you throw in 20 gigabytes of extra data that I won't ever use, that you'll just keep for yourselves. Okay, love that, wonderful. It's these companies that really make me sick. RACQ, I got a letter in the mail, a nice shiny glossy letter from them that says, oh, sorry, Chris, we've had a really rough year. There's been a lot more claims, blah, blah, blah. We're acutely aware was the key word as well, of the rising cost of living, and we don't take it lightly. You couldn't give a fuck, to be honest. You're just lip service at the moment, saying that you're going to be raising my insurance policy from what it was by about $30 to $40 a month. And you've just got to find that extra money. I'm getting to the point where I'm kind of like, I just want to get some popcorn and sit back and watch these greedy people just fight over everything and just watch this whole system self-implode. Because at this moment, I sit here and go, what is the point of working? All your money goes to some other scumbag. You can't do anything for yourself. So I just sit here and I go, what's the point of it all? What is it? I'm sure as shit not going to be working myself to the bone and being told to work harder for nothing, okay? And I'm sure there's so many other people out there that feel the exact same way. I'm just so sick of it. I do want to touch back on that there as well with RACQ, saying that they're acutely aware of the cost of living. As I said, it comes on this nice glossy bit of paper. Perhaps if you're looking for areas to trim, perhaps start looking at the way that you deliver things that could be done in an email rather than destroying more paper, more resources to send such a nice, glossy, thick-ass fucking envelope with your stupid-looking words of contrition. Okay? How about these corporations take a big step back, have a look at themselves in the mirror and say, yeah, we're the fucking problem. Okay?
I don't know if I'm
How do you argue with what that guy said, right? And I like how he mentioned that these companies will put like in a nice sentencing formatting about like, we're aware that cost of living is this and that. That's why we have to increase an extra $4 on your plan, this and that. Yes, everything's getting more expensive. I know the employer has to charge, not the employer, companies have to charge customers more. Chances are they really just have to increase the price by $2, but they're going to save $4 and pocket the other $2. Are employees getting a raise? Right now, we're in this weird stage where you're better off job hopping every 2 years. Because these employers, for what the salaries they originally agreed to pay these employees 1-2 years ago, they're barely giving them pay increases. While the next new employees that just come in, they're getting way more extra pay because they have to attract more employees while trying to keep the older employees ignorant. And they don't want you talking about pay either. They don't want employees talking to each other about pay, but it's not illegal. It's not illegal. You should always know what your worth is at a company. If someone who's brand spanking new doesn't have the experience is making more than you, that company does not value you whatsoever. And it's unfortunate because you see the news about the employer-employee loyalty is like at all-time new low. Yeah, you treat your employees like crap. You're willing to pay brand new employees more or inexperienced because you're trying to attract more workforce, and the only way you can attract more workforce is to have a increase in salary for them, while hoping the more veteran employees are unaware. And yeah, cutting costs. Everyone should be cutting costs, especially if you're one of those people who's really feeling the squeeze. Because sometimes it feels like you're saying, everyone's getting money. It feels like you almost feel like all these companies are trying to reach in your wallet, right? You need to cut costs of I don't need to get impulse items. I don't need to shop at the mall. The clothes I need are just fine at Ross, TJ Maxx, somewhere cheaper. You don't who are you trying to impress with your pants, with your $150 pants? I don't get it. I just don't get it. Or your luxury car. You just need a car from point A to point B. Who are you trying to impress with your car? Really? But I digress. Next video.
I'm just salty because I'm wearing Crocs in the rain and my socks just got wet, or if I'm a full-blown adult right now. But either way, this is pissing me off. I just went to the grocery store and all I needed was a lemon. I go to the little produce section. It says lemon, $1. One lemon. I was at Harris Teeter, so luckily it was buy one, get one free. But either way, 2 weeks ago, I went to the store and I bought a whole bag of lemons for $1.50. So why am I paying $1, a whole dollar, for 2 itty bitty lemons when really I'm paying for 1 lemon and I had a deal, when I just paid $1.50 for 8 freaking lemons? Something is not right. And this is why I don't be trusting America. Because how did inflation happen that quick? What's going on?
Inflation.
Oh, assuming that everything she said is true, right? She said 1 lemon was $1. Apparently it's a special for get to $1. But what'd she say? 2 weeks ago, you get 8 of them for $1.50 at the same store. This is what I'm saying. You have to be shopping around. Stop being loyal to the same freaking store. Because they will catch on that you're no longer shopping there. But the reason why they could charge 2 lemons for $1 instead of 8 for $1.50 is because they know you will come back and pay and deal with it. You will pay them. They don't care about you complaining. They don't give a crap about anything about you. All they know is that you will be back and you will just take it like a good little boy or a good little girl and pay them. If you really want to stick it to them, the best way to do it is with your money and where you spend your money. That's the only time these greedy corporations pay attention, is when you have the power with your own money and take it somewhere else, then they'll start dropping the prices. Otherwise, why even drop the prices when they know you're going to come back?
Inflation's getting bad when kids are charging $2 for a cup of lemonade and it's this big. $2. I can't afford to live anymore.
Those kids probably learned the hard way that, hey man, in order to make this work, we're going to have to charge $2 a lemonade, right? $2 a lemonade, $2 a cup. And these kids are probably just learning. And yeah, it's frustrating. I mean, she was probably just trying to support them. And I was like, dude, I remember I used to pay 25 cents, 10 cents for a cup of lemonade. Now it's $2. Is $2 the new quarter? What is this about? This is insanity.
Will always buy some silly little bullshit that I don't need, but what I won't do, Target, I'm not paying $8 for a dozen eggs, which is how much they were charging for every kind of eggs. The cheap ones, the pasture raised cheap ones. They were just $8 for regular eggs. I was like, oh, that egg story that was going on when all the eggs were gone must be like peak egg storying now. No, they're $4 at Trader Joe's. And when you look up the definition of price gouging on the internet, I don't know, Target, this feels illegal.
Well, I mean, my case in point, right? You have to shop around. She found Trader Joe's for a cheaper rate. Now, price gouging feels illegal. I mean, who's going to charge them, really? You really think the government's really going to charge people for price gouging, especially at Target? Target's way too powerful. They're not going to go after Target. They're going to go after the small mom and pops for sure, but they're not going to go after Target. And if they do charge Target, it's probably going to be like $3 million fee. That's like nothing. That's like 2 cents to them. But yeah, again, case in point, you have to shop around. Stop being loyal to one company, because that company is not loyal to you.
Listen, I just saw some wicked prices on things that are bad, like wicked bad. Like 12 something for a case of pop. When did that happen? $6 for one tiny little fucking watermelon. It actually says a mini watermelon. $10 for potatoes, $10 for this, $10 for that, $10 for a thing of strawberries.
Yeah, things are crazy expensive, right? I don't know where she's at. That's really expensive, but watermelon, I've seen it, like a little, kind of smaller than a soccer ball type of watermelon for like $6-7. It's crazy, right? The pop, you don't need the pop. I'm sorry, lady. You don't need the soda. You don't need it. It's not good for your health. You'll pay for it later, but you don't need it. But everything else, potatoes, that expensive, $10, that's a lot. Potatoes, there's so much potatoes, and for it to be that expensive, it doesn't need to be that expensive. The only reason why it's expensive is because you're willing to pay for it. We're all willing to pay for it. Because it is food, right? But when you stop buying it, they have no other choice but to drop the price because the demand's low.
$9 for a thing of raspberries. The cheaper things in here are around me right now. The junk food.
Mm-hmm.
So right now we're living in a world where, like, just for me and my husband, we can't really afford to eat the whole foods. They'll go bad before we can fucking physically eat them all. They're super duper trying to freaking like poison us or kill us or something. I'm convinced.
It's so true. It's a vicious cycle, right? The cheap food, the fast food, the McDonald's food, though it's cheap right now, you're going to pay for it later with your health. When you go to that hospital and you get that fat, expensive bill that's worth thousands of dollars, like a second mortgage type, and your medication's expensive as hell, where your medication's like $100 a pill, all because you just ate cheap, terrible food. But I get it. People can't afford good whole foods, so they're stuck. It's a vicious cycle.
At this point, like seriously, in my day, I'm still in my day. It's not back in my day. It's still my day. I've seen prices go up a lot, like a lot. I don't grocery shop a lot. I fucking hate it. My husband loves to come out, put his earbuds in, and fucking go. It hasn't really hit me. But I've seen some things out here today, so I cannot believe that things are that expensive. I'm not talking like a couple of cent jumps. We're talking like $2 to $5 jumps. When you're a family of, say, 2 children and a mom and dad, and you're looking at buying vegetables, fruit, these kids eat a lot. I don't know if you've babysat kids, I'm sure you all got kids, but they go through snacks. Giving out a little pebble of grapes, because I think of grapes was $10, and they were moldy. So I just don't understand how families are supposed to survive. Food banks are not going to be able to keep up. Inflation is really, really hurting Canadians. And the government has to do something better. This hasn't stopped. So I don't know what we can do, but keep doing whatever we can, because we're all going to starve to death soon, or they're going to see people stealing groceries. Like, it's kind of cheaper to go get fast food right now than to buy groceries. Bye.
Oh yeah, okay, Canada, that explains why their cost of everything is much more expensive, right? Their Canadian dollars is a little bit more than American, but yeah, either way, expensive. What can you do? You want to eat healthy, that's going to cost you a lot. And you can't afford to eat healthy, so you just eat what you can. And what you eat you can, you're going to pay for it with your health. When you get older, it's like interest coming back, right? That you have to pay it all back with expensive hospital bills and medication. I'm repeating myself, I know. But I don't know what can be done, right? Things you can do is really look around and see who has the better prices. Stop being loyal to a company. Buy what you actually need. If you can not buy soda, don't buy soda. Drink water, people. It's healthier for you. It's what you need. I know your kids are going to complain and whatnot. They want juice. They want a soda. I mean, that's up to you. If you cave in and spend that extra money, all right. You know, you're just giving them sugar and high fructose corn syrup. But okay. I think this is going on too long. It's like, oh, wow, almost like quite a bit. So that's it for now. Please leave a comment. Please like, subscribe. If you made it this far, I deserve at least a like. And a subscribe would be awesome. Please comment below. I do read them. Until next time. Bye.